For our regular scheduled board meeting. We have a new agenda item that says on the sixth. Okay, it says 1.2, a new agenda item. I think it's 1.3. Okay, we're gonna start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Ms. Trini? Yeah, thank you.
Madam President, it's my honor. Please join me in honoring our flag. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you. If we could please have roll call. Do we have Mr. Angulo?
Okay, roll call.
Yes, thank you.
President Jocelyn Vargas.
Here?
Clerk Valerie Garcia.
Present?
Trustee Joey Acuña. Trustee Trinidad Arredondo.
Present.
Trustee Jesus Gonzalez. Absent. Trustee Thomas Tortis.
Okay, thank you. We're going to move on to closed session comments, and we have a few.
Excuse me,
Oh, yes.
what is 1.2 new agenda item?
Oh, I don't think it's, I think that's a typo.
I don't know, just wanted clarification.
Yeah. So we're removing 1.2. It's not, it's a typo, I think, from the agenda. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So closed session, public comment. So this is an opportunity for members of the public to address the governing board regarding any closed session items within the board's subject matter jurisdiction. Please complete a request to address the governing board form and hand it to the recording secretary. Speakers will be limited to 3 minutes per person with a maximum of 20 minutes to each subject matter. First item, first individual, we have Dale Wisman, CSEA on item 3.3 and 3.4.
Good evening. I'm Dale Wisman. I'm the CSA labor rep working with Samuel Turley, and we have our senior CSA labor rep for all of this area of Southern California with us tonight. We face a very serious situation. About 9 months ago, the district, as part of its fiscal recovery efforts, sent layoff notices out for about 270 layoffs, and almost 800 people got layoff notices. In those layoffs were 106 employees who were laid off because their work was illegally and unilaterally transferred to other people, either outside the bargaining unit or within the classified service or to teachers and management. And the district still continues doing that. A few weeks ago, the Public Employment Relations Board did two things that had never happened before. They agreed to a motion to expedite the case because of the severity of it, and they issued a complaint against the district for the largest transfer work case in the history of California. I know that because the statewide precedent-setting case was my case at Desert Sands USD that made it illegal to unilaterally transfer work from one person to another person and then lay that first person off. Today was the informal settlement conference with PERB, a mediation. It didn't go well. We've proposed to literally pay the district in the form of concessions to bring those people back. Literally pay the district to help you undo the illegal acts that you did. Our money is no good here. You did not agree to take the concession, and in fact could not cost our proposal. For example, we were told today by the district that it was $3.3 million for 22 IMAs. If you do the math on that, $3.3 million divided by 22 employees, the district has stated that all 22 IMAs to bring it back would be $146,000 per IMA. The reality was it was only $900,000, which we were agreeing to pay for to bring the IMAs back. The district rejected that. We're literally giving you the money to protect the jobs so you can open up schools, to stop your law breaking. We just want to cost it correctly. And the district's rejected that. You will lose this case. You will pay $5 to $10 million back and put them back at your own cost. And this deal will not be on the table forever. These folks behind us and the 106 people that we're trying to save from homelessness and from moving out of the communities and from not having a job and from not having health care, they're not going to hang around much longer. It's not going to be like this. Please direct your employees. I need a few more minutes because it's a huge issue. Please direct your employees to come to the table and help settle out with CSA. We'll help give you the money to pay for the jobs. It's not a money thing anymore.
Mr. Wisman.
The other thing I want you to understand too,
Mr. Wisman.
I understand, you're approving
We do
tonight the
have
transfer
other
of barden unit
comments.
work to a company called Accor Healthcare Services, and those folks are actually going to be doing your bilingual psychology tech's work.
Thank you.
Please do not approve
you.
that MOU because that is against the law to transfer our work out. Thank you.
Mr. Wisman, thank you. Okay, our next speaker, we have Rayan Saldua, Labor Relations 3.4. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Ray Anzaldua. I am Vice President for Chapter 109. Just briefly on today's meeting and mediation, it was not particularly fruitful. I actually bet that you guys would take the deal, but I lost, so I bought lunch. I'm a bit surprised you guys didn't take it. I thought it was reasonable, something that could improve our working relationship, but that didn't seem to be the case. I'm starting to wonder if the strategic plan for the district is mess around and find out, which you guys may through PERB. I'm hoping you guys get together, and I'm hoping the district is giving you the right information, because it's going to be kind of tough for you as board members to face our community and, I guess you could say, lie to them, saying that we're going to be 100% ready for day one of school, fully staffed. That seems to be far from the truth. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Next speaker, Veronica Dueñas, CSCA on 3.4 Labor Relations.
Good evening, Veronica Dueñas, CSCA Chief Union Steward for Classified Staff. Good evening, board members, Jocelyn Vargas, President, Dr. Esparza, Extended Cabinet, and every other director that's out there. I am here not to talk to everybody anymore. I'm done with that. I am here to talk to Joey Acuña, Trinidad Arredondo, Jocelyn Vargas, Valerie Garcia, and the two board members that could not show up this evening, which, again, we pay them out each time they don't show up to a meeting. But this is their responsibility to be here and hear out what this community is about. Okay? That's what I'm going to start with. As my two CSCA brothers have spoken up about, is very upsetting that CSCA Chapter 109, you will see them back here, and our little kids, look at that, beautiful, are here to show that what's going to happen August 20th when we come around and we are not fully staffed. To know that the district, you four are the ones that are in charge. Can tell your people that are under you, look at what CSCA is offering as to give back to you. We're taking a cut, 1,100 members. We have not ratified or voted on, but the negotiation team is giving a break to the district to bring back our people, and you guys shot it down. This is on you guys for. You guys say all the time, and I'm going to quote it. You talk about, oh, we have to make hard decisions. We have to keep the district fiscally solvent. Yet, how many management positions in this whole month have you guys hired? You four need to know that. Where's the fiscal solvency? It's not there. Yet, out of 282 people that have been laid off, we have given a concession to help bring not all of them back, because we know that. We are not stupid. We work cleaning. We work doing what we do in support, but we are not stupid. This is what upsets us at this negotiation table. That you think at the other side that we do not know what we were doing or what we do. Guess what? Yes, we do, and we know more than you guys. Okay? Money part, we'll get there. But listen to what we're telling you for. Because we will be at our COE also doing the same thing as we're doing today. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, we have Alicia Valladolid, 3.4, 3.5, and 3.7, I believe.
Hi. Yesterday I was reflecting when I was little, I used to go to the library at Jan Kelly. All of you went to the library when you were elementary, okay? So what are we gonna tell our kids? The library is closed. A kid hearing things is hard. But without an IMA, we are in charge of the workbooks, textbooks, iPads, teachers' material. Like everything is on us the first 2 weeks. And the third week, I feel like, oh, and remember iPads, 30 iPads broken. Who's gonna send them? As soon as something is broken, the teacher, I need another iPad. They're testing next week. We're at the center. You don't want to hurt the students, you are hurting them. I've been here all the time. I heard somebody said, we have something in plan. Then I come back today and they say like, you're not coming back. Well, I don't know what's going on. It's important to give the education to our childs. You are saying we're not gonna hurt them in any way in their education? Yes, you will. Remember, you were in elementary. You went to the library. Having a book in front of them is a lot. Not only that, I play with my students when I teach them how to check out books with a library card. They're so happy because they did it by themselves. You see, you don't need your parents. You could do this yourself. When you go shopping, you could show your parents. It's just scanning and get the credit and boom. And they go, you're right. So we bring happiness to them and enjoyment of coming and selecting their own books. I had something in mind to motivate them more by, if they check out books, if they check out 5 books, they get a bracelet. And they were happy. Now, I might not be there. I've been here all the time and telling you what would happen if we're not there. And I know you're listening. Bring us back. The kids, it's for the kids. I mean, we used to work, supposedly we used to work 8 hours. Sometimes I work like 10, 12, my whole summer, just to get there. And when I'm out, the kids are complaining. I had to tell them, mijo, I was sick. Like, you get sick, I get sick. They tell me right away, you were out. There's a reason why. I'm honest with my students, I'm honest with you. Closing the library is, I don't want to use the words, but you know what it means. Like, nothing is going to be moving. And I hear what they're telling me. I don't know. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Next public comment, Joshua Fleming on 3.4.
Good evening, Board. My name is Josh Fleming. I'm the Senior Labor Relations Representative for California School Employees Association. I am one of 12 senior labor relations representatives across the state of California. I support the chapters from Rancho Cucamonga to Blythe. I'm here today because of what my brothers and sisters have said. Today, I was in a meeting with all 12 senior labor relations representatives, and they asked for a report on how things were going in Coachella. How do you think I told them? I now have the directive to report out on each and every one of your decisions from here on out. Stop giving your authority to a county, to unelected officials who are not even here. You want to ask questions about what's going on? Where's the county? They were with the administrators today. They gave them the bogus numbers. Are they here to answer your questions? Have they answered your questions, Joey? We are going to watch every move you make, from the Oregon border to Mexico. And however long it takes to fix the injustices that you are allowing, we will take. Take responsibility for your district, for those families who put you in the seat you're in today. Labor peace doesn't last forever. Thank you.
Thank you. The last speaker we have, Samuel Turley, 3.4.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, board, for being here tonight, extended cabinet. My name is Samuel Turley. I'm the new labor relations representative for CSEA out here in Coachella Valley. But I'm also a member of this community, and unfortunately, this is not my first experience with layoffs in this district. My father was a music teacher in West Shores and was the victim of layoffs back in 2018. This district has a storied history with fiscal mismanagement, with layoffs, with not understanding the needs of the community when it comes to classified. Classified role in this district is just as critical as the teachers. It is just as important. The roles that they play are just as critical into making sure that these schools open on time, that the kids get to school safely, that our kids are fed, that our kids are taken care of, that our kids are given health care. And yet, over the past year, we have seen them treated as if they were nothing, as if no deal was possible, and they are the ones bearing the brunt of these cuts. We should have an equitable deal where classified is respected in the same way as administration, as certificated staff, where you all are in charge of this district. You were rightfully elected as this body that represents this district, and yet we're taking orders from the county. We cannot let the county push this far-right agenda in our community. We have to take back our power. We have to assert where we can, and we have to push back against this. Today, we gave the district a fair, equitable deal that would have given you guys the ability to buy back these jobs for us. Unfortunately, it didn't go well, as my colleagues have said. All we are asking is that you come to the table and work with us, We have been trying to work with you for the better part of a year now to come to an agreement. All we are asking is that you come to us with the right information, with accurate numbers and accurate data, so that we can come to an agreement that works for all of us. Because at the end of the day, these people, we all care about making sure that our students have the best possible education, that they're safe, that they're protected, and that they are given the opportunity to get that education. And all we're asking for is to come to the table in good faith and bargain with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have other closed session public comments? No. Okay. Moving on to 3.2, can I get a motion to enter to closed session?
So move.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I don't think we can close. Okay, so we'll be back at 7 PM. Thank you. Okay. Can I get a motion to return to open session?
So move.
And I think I seconded. Okay, all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
4.2, announce action taken in closed session.
Okay, we have quite a few, so just bear with me. All right, so the board took action during closed session. Under item 3.3, the board voted to approve the July 17, 2025 amendment to settlement agreement on OAH case number 2024110491, request to change service provider. On this 17th day of July 2025, motion was made by trustee Arredondo, seconded by trustee Garcia. Motion carried 4-0 with all four voting aye unanimously. Next, the board took action during closed session under item 3.3. The board voted to approve the July 17th, 2025 10-day settlement offer, settlement agreement, and general release resolving a matter for parents OAH case number 2025050550 on the 17th day of July 2025. Motion was made by trustee Arredondo, seconded by trustee Vargas. Motion carried 4-0, unanimously approved. Then I have several more. All right, so the board took action during closed session to appoint Ariana Feliz de la Torre as coordinator of student wellness and attendance at Coachella Valley Unified School District effective July 18, 2025 on the 17th day of July 2025. Motion was made by trustee Arredondo, seconded by trustee Garcia. Motion carried 4-0 unanimously. The board took action during closed session to appoint Maria A. Castillo as Public Information Officer at Coachella Valley Unified School District effective July 18, 2025. On this 17th day of July 2025, motion made by trustee Garcia, seconded by trustee Arredondo, and motion carried unanimously. All right, the board took action during closed session to appoint Michael T. Williams as Fleet Services Coordinator at Coachella Valley Unified School District, effective July 18, 2025, on this 17th day of July 2025. Motion was made by trustee Vargas, seconded by trustee Garcia. Motion was unanimous.
Go ahead, finish.
I finished that one. Was there a question?
So I had a question, and I forgot to ask it in closed session. Since the board doesn't vote on coordinators, why did we vote on these coordinators? I didn't hear anything you said.
That we asked the staff to bring us anything coordinator and above, principal and above.
The board policies, director, principal, and above.
And so coordinator would be above a principal.
Director, principal. I know But historically, we have never done coordinators.
And I was asked to bring the court from principal and above, so the coordinator is right at
Okay,
before.
so from now on, we're going to start doing coordinators as well.
It's up to
Can
the
we-
board president.
Just want to understand, because historically, we've never done them. They're put on the agenda, and we either approve or oppose when they're put on the
If
agenda.
we can
So
have-
I want to, again, for clarity, because we have always been told, or we have always not been told, but the practice is never to do coordinators. If that's going to be the
Practice.
old practice, new practice that we just never did in the past, so everybody understands that now we, the board, are also doing coordinators.
Yeah, thank you for bringing up the point. I think what we can do is have staff bring back the board policy. I know that we're going to start going through the practice of actually reviewing all of our board policies, so that way we have that practice, and maybe that'll help us make sure that, we're not going back and forth, and it's not a change just because someone who sits here is changing it, but that we are following our board policies and that we're agreeing. So just so that we can all clarify and that we're all on the same page, if you could please just go back to the board policy and we can bring it back, and then we'll follow what's board policy as opposed to what we've been doing historically or what whomever
I
since
just
you.
want people to know
Yeah.
why we're voting on coordinators.
Yeah, I think it's a good point and important point to bring up, so we can do that. We can have-
So it
for
was,
tod-
it
oh,
was,
sorry. So just for today, we did go through a number of positions, but we could bring that back for the following meeting. Yeah, and then you were going to comment.
that it was brought up in a session where it would be principal and above, and so the coordinator
Okay.
comes after, above the
Yeah.
principal, so.
So let's just make sure that it's what's written and adopted, or what we're following on practice, not just what even us as board members are asking. Okay, thank you. Next one. Thank you.
All right. So the board took action during closed session to appoint Ana Santa Maria as high school principal of Coachella Valley High School, effective July 18, 2025, on the 17th day of July, 2025. Motion was made by trustee Arredondo, seconded by trustee Vargas. Motion carried 4-0 unanimously. The board took action during closed session to appoint Alia Morales as elementary school principal for Mountain Vista Elementary, effective July 18, 2025, on the 17th day of July, 2025. Motion was made by trustee Arredondo, seconded by trustee Garcia, and motion carried unanimously. The board took action during closed session to appoint Bruce Hamilton as elementary school principal at Valle del Sol Elementary, effective July 18, 2025, on the 17th day of July, 2025. Motion was made by trustee Arredondo, seconded by trustee Garcia, and motion was made unanimously. The board took action during closed session to appoint Brian Kennedy as elementary school principal of John Kelly Elementary, effective July 18, 2025, on this 17th day of July, 2025. Motion was made by trustee Arredondo, seconded by trustee Garcia. Motion was unanimous. The board took action during closed session to appoint Michael Martinez as Director of Transportation at Coachella Valley Unified School District, effective July 18, 2025, on this 17th day of July, 2025. Motion was made by trustee Vargas, seconded by trustee Arredondo, and motion carried unanimously. All right. I have two left. The board took action during closed session to appoint Cindy Harrison as middle school principal of Cahuilla Desert Academy, effective July 18, 2025, on the 17th day of July, 2025. Motion was made by trustee Vargas, seconded by trustee Arredondo. Motion carried unanimously. And And our final one, the board took action during closed session to appoint Melissa Mora as middle school principal for Toro Canyon Middle School, effective July 18, 2025, on this 17th day of July 2025. Motion made by trustee Arredondo, seconded by trustee Vargas, and motion carried unanimously.
Thank you. Moving on to 4.3, approval of the agenda submitted. If I could get a motion?
I'll motion, but I know there were some changes that needed to be made to the agenda.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Are there any changes? I don't think there were any changes. Questions?
No.
Questions? Yeah, there's no changes aside from that 1.2 that was a typo. Okay, can, all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? We have two folks out. So motion passes. Moving on to public comments. 5.1 public comments. We have a number of comments. Introductory comments and requests to address the board on items on the adopted agenda and items not on the adopted agenda will be considered from the audience at this time. Please complete a request to address the governing board form and hand it to the recording secretary. Speakers will be limited to 3 minutes per person with a maximum of 20 minutes to each subject matter. Additionally, the person making the request should state his or her name and the name of the organization or group represented. Please be advised that the board is not always at liberty to answer questions right away. State law prohibits the board from taking any action on items not listed on the agenda. So each person, I noticed that the timer wasn't setting the alarms, so just when we get to the 3 minutes, I'll be saying thank you so you can cut off or end your remarks. No. First person, Rosario Palazuelos. There's no item on here. Permite para asegurar que el volumen del micrófono. We can increase the volume to the mic, please.
Hola, buenas tardes. Soy Rosario Palazuelos. Es un gusto estar aquí de nueva cuenta. Yo había estado aquí para lo de los bases, cosa que gracias, se hizo un buen trabajo, pero se les olvidó, porque otra vez volvieron a hacer lo de los bases y nos quitaron bases. Desboronaron una escuela que ya estaba completa. Deshicieron Saúl Martínez. No tenemos director, no tenemos maestros. Nuestra escuela tiene tantas cosas que ustedes nos han prometido que va a cambiar y no cambia nada. No cambia absolutamente nada. Ahorita hay muchos papás que tienen mucha incertidumbre. No sabemos si vamos a mandar nuestros hijos el día 20 porque no hay una escuela como tal. Entonces, yo quisiera también pedirles que en 3 minutos me digan ustedes a mí quién es el director de Saúl Martínez y quiénes son sus maestros. Y como padre, vengo a decirles que no quiero combos. Exijo un maestro por aula para nuestros hijos. Y no nomás solo maestros que solo sepan un idioma. Exigimos que estos maestros sepan los 2 idiomas porque somos una comunidad bilingüe y obviamente es una escuela bastante grande. Claramente, pues sí, es un gusto ver una escuela de North Shore ya hecha. He estado muy informada sobre esto, pero para poder completar a North Shore deshicieron Saúl Martínez. No se dan cuenta, pero la escuela está totalmente perdida. Pues como les digo, sin director, sin maestro, sin esto. Y yo vengo a decirles aquí, a exigirles que hagan su trabajo. Están ahí porque confiamos en que tomen decisiones para nuestros hijos, que se supone que son el futuro. ¿Cómo vas a poner a un niño en un combo donde no tiene las mismas adaptaciones que los demás? no tienen lo mismo. ¿Cómo vas a integrar a dos grupos que no saben lo mismo? Yo exijo que se ponga un maestro por salón. Y yo sé que pueden hacer su trabajo. Y si no, con todo respeto, si no lo pueden hacer, por favor, dejen que alguien tome ese puesto para que lo haga. Sería todo.
Gracias. Next public comment, we have Carla Anaya.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Carla Naya, vengo de la escuela Saúl Martínez, con el mismo problema de mi compañera, el no saber que no tenemos un director, que nos quieren poner combos, el cual no estamos de acuerdo, porque si de por sí los niños año con año se atrasan, pues con combo pues será más difícil. La escuela tiene bastantes necesidades, las áreas de los juegos no funcionan. Los parques que tienen atrás están todos desanivelados, los céspedes no están completos, hay niños que se han golpeado, se han raspado sus rodillas, los de estos de las aguas no funcionan. Los niños tienen que llevar sus botellas de agua porque el agua sale re mala. Entonces, pero principalmente venimos a exigir que nos den una respuesta sobre nuestro director, porque teníamos una directora y entonces ustedes decidieron llevársela a una escuela nueva, dejándonos a la deriva sin nada, voy a decir. Y pues en la cuestión de maestros, fueron bastantes también las que se fueron y no hay, pues tenemos mucha incertidumbre, miedo de cómo empezar el año escolar. Entonces queremos que nos aclaren o que si nos pueden dar respuestas fáciles de quién será nuestro director. También hay mucha incertidumbre porque nos van a cambiar los niños que ya van en la Saúl Martínez, que los movieron a la de Meca. Entonces, como padres decimos, si ya nuestros hijos tienen uniforme, tampoco tenemos dinero para volver a comprar uniformes nuevos. Entonces, no estamos de acuerdo con eso. Gracias.
Gracias. Next public comment, Bianca Lomelí, item 14.1.
Okay, good evening, President, board members, Superintendent Esparza, and Cabinet. My name is Bianca Lomelí, and I'm here to express a serious concern regarding the staffing service agreement with Acor Healthcare Services LLC, subject 14.1 that appears on tonight's agenda. Within this agreement, the district proposes contracting interpreters at $75 an hour, a service that has always been the responsibility of the bilingual psychologist technicians. The critical issue is this: those very employees have been recently riffed. This is not a coincidence. It is a definitive evidence that the district has unilaterally transferred a protected work to outside contractors. Not only is this a violation of our collective bargaining rights, it's also an illegal action under state labor law. You cannot eliminate positions and then contract out the same services those employees provided, all without negotiation or transparency. The district has taken trained staff, professionals with deep knowledge of our students and communities, and cast us aside in favor of a private staffing agency. This is not only unethical, it's unlawful. The manner in which this contract is being presented, quietly embedded in a general staffing agreement, is also deeply troubling. It appears intentionally vague, and yet its impact is very clear. Our bilingual support staff has been laid off and our work reassigned without proper process. I strongly urge the board to pull this item from the agenda immediately, initiate a full investigation into the RIF and contract alignment, and commit to restoring these positions and honoring the rights of impacted employees. Our students deserve continuity and quality in support services, and so do the dedicated professionals who have served them. Thank you.
Thank you. Next public comment, we have Mike Wells.
Good evening, everyone. I provided copies of my letter that I submitted for everybody up there, so you should have those up there. This my request for meeting with Dr. Esparza regarding use of facilities.
Oh, I think we're missing the letter, but we'll get a copy.
I'm sorry, they're all up there.
Okay, thank you.
This gentleman took them up there.
Okay, thank you. We'll pass it on. Okay. Sorry, we'll go on.
Anyway, regarding my request for a meeting with Dr. Esparza about the use of facilities by Girl Scout troops. I'd like to get it cleared up before next year starts. This is my third request, and I haven't had any answer from her office regarding a meeting or a denial of a meeting. So I would like to make that request again for a meeting to go over the use of facilities by Girl Scouts.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Mr. Del Weissman, 14.1. We could hold to the 3 minutes. We appreciate it.
It's, I'm back on 14.1 again. So here in a nutshell is the problem. The Public Employment Relations Board has issued a complaint based on solid law that goes back all the way to 1983, and certainly since the Desert Sands case clarified an original case, which was in 2010, right down the street. And it says, this Desert Sands case says that you cannot engineer a layoff by transferring that employee's work to workers in the unit, like other classified employees, or workers outside the unit, like teachers, administrators, or for-profit vendor contractors. You can't do it. That's a negotiable topic. It's decisional bargaining. You have to reach a bargain with the union that includes the district decision to do that. The district negotiated none of this. So in the last couple of weeks, what's happened is we've seen these things pop open, which we see all the time. We've seen emails go out that says, hey, this office tech got laid off from this department. You have to go do her job. We've seen now a board agenda item that appears very clearly to bring in work of the bilingual psychology techs and interpreters that you've laid off, but are now hiring outside people to do the work. We've seen, the district's going to be posting, as an example, a bunch of bus driving routes where they won't have enough drivers. So they're just going to have subs cover regular bus driving routes, where the people who got laid off are the ones who are going to be the subs to drive the routes they used to drive for benefits. And when that happens, it's very easy to show in court because the work didn't go away. You're not going to eliminate the library work. Somebody's got to do it. You're not going to eliminate the interpreter work for IEPs. Somebody has to do it. You're not eliminating the work. You're just eliminating the people doing the work. And that's what makes it illegal. You guys want to know what the remedy is? Full back wages and reinstatement. That's what the judge is going to make you do. And it's going to cost you $400,000 to $500,000 a month for every single month these people are out. If it goes on for 2 years with interest, you're looking at a $10 to $12 million case. Your decision that you make is going to be catastrophic if you don't settle this PERB case. You can't transfer their work. We'll give you the money to put them back. Please direct your administration to take our money and put your people back. If you don't put them back, the judge is going to put them back and you have to pay their back wages. That's a no-brainer to me. If anybody's telling you that the work is going away, tonight, you're approving on 14.1, the very thing that you just laid somebody off for. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, we have Veronica Dueñas. Veronica?
Sorry.
It's a statement about.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Good evening. Veronica Dueñas, CSEA Chief Union Steward. Yes, it's a statement on certain matters that have been going on and that have been arising since the layoff. But I do want to bring to your attention real quick, on the board agenda, it does state that Board Trustee Thomas Tortis is going to be on Zoom. And it literally says it on there. So if he was going to be on Zoom, shouldn't he have been projected, or should that have not been taken off? Because it does state it, and everybody has been questioning that. If he was on Zoom, why wasn't he projected?
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, statement from a head custodian that has transferred, and last time I came to talk about this, I said, right, people that move and going to go to new sites need to be supported. So now we have custodians all at new sites and stuff, and so because the secretaries, administrative specialists that were laid off on, that were 12 months were laid off now to 11 months, now there's nobody to put in order for supplies. There is nobody there to make time cards. So literally you have the custodian staff working and nobody doing payroll for them and nobody able to input any kind of supply list, make work orders, things like that. This custodian tried to contact payroll. Payroll said, I have no idea what you're talking about. They sent him to HR. HR came back and told him, I have no idea what you're talking about. Sent to M&O, and then M&O had a lot of trouble figuring out the payroll status. Of course they are. Guess what? M&O does not do payroll for any of the employees outside of M&O. This is at the sites. And again, like I said last time, you guys have to look at the impact of this. If there is no secretary or no admin at the site to put in a work order, to put in all that, then you guys need to give the training to our people, or you need to help figure this out. This is the impact of layoffs. This is the impact to reducing hours. Okay? So we need to see what's going to happen out there. Again, the school's going to open around the corner, yet we're dealing with this now. We made them 11 months, but yet there's no support out there for them. We need to address this now, what's going on out there. Again, CSCA has always been here to collaborate. We always have. We've done this many times. We're going to keep doing this again. But the reality is, this is about running a district. What is going on? Please figure this out already. Because again, school is just around the corner. At one site, I'm going to tell you, I'm only going to have 3 people in the front office supporting the first day of school. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have other public comments? Ms. Valladolid, I see that this says item 3.6, 3.4, 3.5, which is closed session, and we've done our closed session. Thank you. So we just have written comments?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to written communication, 6.1. Thank you. We could start.
Okay, we have 4. First one is Malu Huerta. To the Coachella Valley District Board Trustees, as we are aware, our district is currently facing a serious crisis due to the mismanagement of funds. While Dr. Esparza has declined assistance from the state audit, stating that there is a plan in place and that the situation is under control, I respectfully disagree with this decision. The recent changes approved by the board contradict the commitment made to our students and the community. To minimize the impact of budget cuts on the classrooms, unfortunately, what we are witnessing is the opposite. The academic year, our district has fewer staff members providing direct daily support to students. At Saul Martinez, the principal and key staff have been relocated. Decisions appear to be focused more on optics than improving the students' outcomes. The ongoing teachers shortage has forced the district to create more combination classes, which significantly limits teachers' ability to provide individualized support. I urge you to reconsider these actions and prioritize reinstating teachers and support staff our students need. Specifically, I ask that you eliminate the use of combination classes and restore teacher assistance at the kindergarten level. These measures are essential to maintaining quality instruction and maintaining the needs of the students, specifically English learners who already face significant challenges. Our children deserve better. They deserve a district that puts their learning and well-being first, not one that continues to make decisions that compromise the quality of their education.
I'm sorry. Typically, we get public comments submitted before the time, so we've already passed the time. I understand. We don't typically. Yeah, I apologize. It's just that if I let you do that, then I have to do that for everybody. And just to be fair, I really appreciate you coming and providing the public comment. I wouldn't typically do this. But you did submit the written communication, and we'll ask our staff to give that to us, and we can follow up with you. I appreciate your understanding. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you. Do the next public comment.
Next comment from Arnulfo Contreras. Hello, Board and Superintendent. I am proud to see that there is a fiscal stabilization plan in place to make sure that the district's budget improves. There are people out there saying that the district is drowning in debt. I am hopeful that this fiscal stabilization plan is going to help us get out of that severe debt that has been caused by other leaders not removing staff that were paid with COVID money. Please keep the community informed of how we can help to bring our district back to better shape than it was in the last 4 to 5 years. It looks like there's a light at the end of the tunnel for all of us. Keep the good work, Board and Superintendent. This has been the first time that I actually see the board and the superintendent doing good work for our students. Thank you. Next comment, Michelle Ramos. This summer was a look into what is to come. Even with limited staff, the staff held it together to get things done and work collaboratively amongst departments. The students had a great summer experience. Even though change is hard, if we all work together as a team, we can continue to keep the focus on students. Next comment and last comment. This is an anonymous classified employee. I was affected with these layoffs, and I understand that it's something that needs to be done, but I have a suggestion. I've seen many employees that are 12 months and during the months of July have not much to do because it's slow. I believe all 12-month employees should be brought down to 11 months. All these schools that have less than 400 kids should be closed and move the kids to other schools to bring their numbers up. Coordinators should also be cut. That's why we have directors. Why both? I'm hoping this help gives ideas.
Thank you for that. And if we could get copies, contact information, if we want to follow up. Moving on, 6.2, we don't have student board member reports. 6.3, board member reports, board member requests for future board meetings. Mr. Acuna, can we start with you? Okay. Mr. Arredondo.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for those that are joining us through Zoom. I just want to say that thank you for your comments. We definitely want to continue to hear them, and we appreciate that you come here and share them with us. You know, we're facing some tough challenges ahead, but we hope that you know, we can see our district through this together, and we have to work together to make sure that our students get the best. And we'll continue to work together to continue to better this district. So thank you for being here. As far as staff, I'd like to thank everybody who helped out with summer school and those that have just continued to work. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for to everybody who worked not only summer, but that continues to work today. Thank you for everything you're doing for our district. Thank you, Madam President. That's it.
Trustee Garcia.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone who spoke today. We hear you. We've heard you every single meeting. Keep us accountable. That's what we're here for. We understand that. every single one of you is important to our learning environment. It doesn't matter what your role is. We know you know the students and that it's important. These are unprecedented times. We are literally, our budget right now feels like a moving target. We have federal funds that are being impounded at this very moment because we're not sure with our president and all the things that they're doing at the federal level. We're having to kind of hold our breath and make sure that we're on par with the stabilization plan that we have, right? Because our situation is still precarious. I understand that these cuts are not easy. They were not easy for us. They were not easy for me to vote on. I don't like losing talent. I know that you're all here for the right reasons, our students, our community, that is so tightly connected. But if we don't move things to scale, you've heard, if anyone has paid attention to our budget updates, we're not having as many students every year as we have the year before, so we're slowly shrinking. It's not a complete nosedive quickly, but we need to move to scale. And that's not easy. That's not easy for anyone. I can't change why this didn't happen in the past, slowly. So right now we're having to make these what feels like very drastic changes now, because there's a cliff just a few miles ahead of us if we don't. So I know that this is not easy. I hate riffs. Even if we're not riffing every single person, you going through that process, having to go through it, find out where you're going to settle, none of that is easy. It's never easy. But this is where we are. Unfortunately, this is where we are. And moving our staffing to scale is the responsible thing. I take our fiscal health very seriously. This is something that even before I was on the board, I followed very closely. This is just where we are. So I think everyone who's holding down the fort, we need you. I want you to stay here. I completely understand if you have difficult choices within your own families, but this is where we are, and we're gonna hold steady so that we don't have to cut programming. I know combo classes are not fun. My own child has been in combo classes and will continue to be in combo classes next year. It's not fun. Within dual immersion, that's 4 classes in one, not 2, because they have English and Spanish in more than one level. And I know that's not the best thing for our students, but that's where we are right now. And again, I do not take these things lightly. Please keep us accountable. We need to know how this transition is going. If more support is necessary, thank you for letting us know. We will follow up on that. But things are going to look a little different. We want to keep as much programming as possible, which means things are going to feel a little differently, ultimately, so that we're not changing things so completely for our students overall. 3-year plan, 5-year plan. But thank you all for who come and speak with us, and we really do listen. Thank you.
Thank you. I won't say too much more, but I also appreciate everyone who came out today to provide public comment. We do hear everything, right, and we take a number of things into consideration when we're making decisions, right, and it's always very hard, I feel like, balancing everything, balancing our budget, balancing our values, balancing our priorities, and at the end of the day, our students and staff. So, it is hard to make these decisions, and we're also looking down the road, right? So not just today, but looking at 3 years from now. So it is a challenge, right? So I think, just the last thing to say about our today's public comment, just really appreciate everyone just coming out and expressing all the concerns regarding the different items. And I'm hopeful that staff will continue to work with, our different bargaining units to make sure that we get to a point where we can, August 20th is right around the corner. So to be able to serve our students, right, to the best that we can. So I really appreciate everyone just for continuing to make the effort and to really serve our students at the end of the day. That's why we're all here. There was a comment around attendance for our trustee Tortes. We did provide roll call, so he wasn't on the Zoom call, and as far as we know, he hasn't joined. So we did try our best to accommodate based on the circumstances, but he did not join today's meeting, but I did want to clarify that. And then I hope staff can please follow up with some of I know there was a person, I'm sorry, I don't know, parent or staff that would provide a written communication, and I like to get at least the contact information to be able to follow up. And that's it for me. Next item, 6.4, Superintendent's Report.
Good evening, everyone who is here present and everyone who is on Zoom with us. I'd like to begin by extending a heartfelt thank you to all the parents who participated in the summer program, especially the transportation tracking app, Busology. Your partnership has made student transportation a little bit smoother and safer, and we genuinely appreciate your support. We had about 167 parents that were consistent out of 200 parents. And we will also be providing a parent video as well as a staff video and some training before school starts to make sure that everyone is ready for this for the beginning of the school year. So thank you to everyone who participated in that pilot. As we wrap up summer school, I want to thank the parents for trusting us and sending their students to participate. A huge thank you as well to our teachers, our school staff, and our EXLP team for their leadership in offering meaningful enrichment activities. Because of your hard work and dedication, summer school was a great success this year. We had almost double the amount of students that we had last year, so great success. I also want to take a moment to congratulate our newly board-approved employees and welcome to the CVUSD family. I especially am proud that we have our CVUSD alumna, our public information officer, who's here with us in the audience. What a full circle moment and a wonderful addition to our team coming from Desert Mirage and growing up here in the Coachella Valley. We really thank you and appreciate you for wanting to be a part of the CVUSD family. Can you raise your hand? Very, very good. Good job. USC graduate, fight on. So, hey, looking ahead, please be advised that we have new school boundaries as we prepare for the opening of North Shore Elementary School on August 20th. North Shore families have already been informed that their children will attend the new school. Some of them are coming from Mecca and some of them are coming from Saul Martinez. But we also want to inform that some students will also transition between Mecca and Saul Martinez based on the new boundaries. We will be notifying all those parents from Saul Martinez and Mecca that are transitioning back and forth by next week. If you have any questions in regards to those transitions, if your children are moving from Saul Martinez to Mecca or vice versa, please feel free to contact Student Support Services at 760-848-1159. Again, 760-848-1159. They will be able to help you. They will talk to you about the boundaries, why you moved into that area, and how all of this took place. So if you have any questions regarding the new boundaries or school assignments, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to support you through this transition. Thank you again for being such an essential part of our school community. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to 7, information presentations. We don't have any. 8, action items, administrative services. We have 8.1. Before we start, just wanted to note, because we are 4 board members in attendance today, in order for a motion to pass, we have to have a 4. Unless anyone, right? Okay. So just so that it's clear as we start the process. Okay, so 8.1, we're going to do Dr. Francis Esparza, approval to renew subscription to CSBA's Gamut Policy Plus and Gamut Policy membership for the 25-26 fiscal year. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Okay, so all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. 8.2, Dr. Francis Esparza, approval to renew membership to California School Board Association, CSBA, and Educational Legal Alliance for 25-26. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. 8.3, Dr. Francis Esparza, adopt board resolution number 2025-26 to remunerate trustee Tortes, Thomas Tortes. Can I get a motion?
I make a motion to table this item until board member Torres is actually present.
I'll second. Any other questions? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes to table the item. 8.4, Dr. Francis Esparza, approval to sign up to CSBA policy workshop. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
A second. Any questions or comments? Just a comment. So this is a review of our board policies and procedures. So this will be helping us in just ensuring that our policies are up to date and board approved. I did want to note that I believe this is one of the things that was noted on the FIGMAT report that we had. So we are working on some of the items that FIGMAT identified as challenges. And so this will be part of that process of getting us up to date with our board policies. Can I get a motion to, everyone, I'm like, all those in support? All those in support? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. Sorry, it's my English learner, I forget. Action items 9, educational services 9.1. Socorro Sanchez requesting approval of contract renewal with Leaf Wing Center. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Motion by trustee Garcia, a second by trustee Arredondo. Do we have questions? Comments? All those in support? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. 9.2, action item, educational services, Socorro Sanchez requesting approval for college and career access pathways partnership, CCAP agreement, and memorandum of understanding with Imperial Valley Community College. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
I'll second. Any comments or questions?
I have a question. So is this to sort of just improve the student or support the students from West Shores High School? Or, I mean, because we have an agreement also with College of the Desert, so.
Correct. So the students from West Shores High School actually fall under the Imperial Valley College, and that's what this is for. It's to be able to provide them that opportunity of the dual enrollment, concurrent enrollment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. Action items, business services. We have 10.1, Daniela Tavares, approval of resolution 2026-20-04, piggyback on NASPO Value Point contract number CTR 058809, and enter into a new 5-year agreement with Quadient. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second. Trustee Arredondo, you second? Oh,
A second.
okay,
Go ahead.
in second. Any questions or comments? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. 10.2, Daniela Tavares, approval of resolution 2025-66, issue a request for proposal for charter bus services for the 2025-26 school year. Can I get a motion?
Motion?
A second?
I'll second.
Any questions?
Was this on our last agenda as well? Is there a reason why it was
I
brought
think
back?
this was on our,
Okay.
that was to pay for 24-25. Okay. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. 10.3, Daniela Tavares, adopt resolution 2026-02, approval to piggyback of competitively bid TIPS contract number 241102 using vendor CI Solutions. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? No. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. Action items, human resources. Dr. Monica Makowicz, approval for services contract, purchase order with Atkinson, Andelson, Lloyd, Rude, and Romo Law Firm. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. 11.2, there's a typo on this. Dr. Monica Makowicz, approval of a tentative agreement between Coachella Valley Teachers Association and Coachella Valley Unified School District dated June 5th, 2025. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second? I'll second. Comments, questions? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Okay. Abstentions? So motion does not pass. 3-1 and 0 abstentions. Okay. Moving on to 11.3. Dr. Monica Makowicz, resolution number 2026-01 to repeal resolution number 2022-09 and remove the COVID-19 vaccination requirement for employees. Can I get a motion?
I'll motion.
And a second? I'll second. Any comments, questions? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. 11.4, Dr. Monica Makowicz, approval of self-invoice in response to AB 218. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. Consent calendar. All matters listed under the consent calendar are considered by the board to be routine and will be acted upon in one motion. There will be no discussion on these items prior to the time the board considers the motion unless members of the board or staff request specific items to be discussed and/or removed from the consent calendar, in which event the items will be considered separately. The superintendent, assistant superintendent of educational services, assistant superintendent of business and finance, and assistant superintendent of human resources recommend the approval of all consent calendar items. 12.1, can I get a motion to approve the consent calendar items as submitted?
So moved with the sort of caveat that whoever wants to pull something can pull it.
Okay. Second?
Second.
And what items would you like to pull?
14.1.
I'm sorry, what?
14.1.
14.1. So we're pulling 14.1. Any other item? Any other item? Okay. So we have a motion, a second to approve the agenda, the consent calendar with the exception of 14.1. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries 4-0. 14.1, Socorro Sanchez requesting approval of consulting contract with Accur Healthcare Services. Do I have to have a
Make a
motion?
motion to deny.
Okay. Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay. Any comments, questions, discussion? Okay. Staff can make comment?
Yeah. So to clarify and the background and analysis, this contract is for one speech and language pathologist and then a bilingual speech and language pathologist. I do see where the confusion might be, and that's because this company adds the rate sheet as part of the contract, but that's just all of the services that they cover. However, the approval is for two speech and language pathologists that'll service and provide services to our students. We need a total of 24 to be able to provide those services fully.
Can you repeat the last thing you said? We need a total,
District-wide, we need 24 speech and language pathologists.
but this contract is specifically for?
It's specifically for two.
For two.
Yes, unfortunately, we do not have an agency that can provide all the speech and language pathologists that we need at the district office for our school sites. So we do have to look at different agencies that can provide those services.
Okay, I think we have a comment.
This is a position that nationwide we have shortages, so I don't like that these things are not always going to be in person for our students, but this is how we're still compliant for our students that have these needs, so it's tricky.
Other comments or questions?
So you can bring something else back that clarifies for everybody that what the focus of this position is. Dr. Esparza?
Yes, we can actually bring the company here to come and speak about the services that they give that you need to be certified for.
I don't think that's the comment, but.
There's a motion on the table, so before we do anything else, any alternative, either the motion needs to be voted on,
Okay,
approved, denied, whatever,
Yeah.
and then you can make an alternative,
okay,
a recommendation for something else.
okay. So the motion was to deny the request. So if we have a motion, we have a second. All those in favor to deny the request?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. All those opposed?
Aye.
Okay. Wait, so then the motion doesn't pass?
Right.
So then we have to, we have to bring it back?
Means they can bring something back with a different
Okay.
explanation or something.
Okay, all right. It's confusing because it's like we motioned not to pass it, but then that didn't pass. There's not, we're going to be in limbo. Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right, thank you. So we have a 17, motion to adjourn. I have a 17.1 closed session. We don't have to go back to closed session. 17.2, motion to adjourn. Can I get a motion?
A motion.
And a second? A second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? 4-0. We get to go home. Thank you, everybody.